following is a production of the Computer Information Systems Department at the Metropolitan State University of Denver.
Hello, I'd like to take this opportunity to walk you through the grade calculator for CIS 2010. What you want to do is open the file called CIS 2010 grade calculator, and then there'll be a version. In this case, the version is the Spring 2014 B version. Please note that this workbook is not official. Your score may deviate from the score you calculated in this workbook. To find out your official score, please check with your instructor. You'll notice that for all of the activities that you have done in the class, this worksheet accounts for everything, and it will tell you the possible points, and then based on the score that you input as a percent, it will tell you the points earned. And what this means is the possible points is out of 100% for the entire class. So quiz 1, you had the possibility to earn a 0.5% of the overall points in the class. So let's say that you did earn 100% on quiz 1, and it tells you that you earned 0.5 of the 0.5 possible points. Let's pretend that for quiz 2 you only got an 80%, so you put in 80%, or you got an 8 out of 10, 80%. Well, this calculates and tells you that of the 0.5 points out of 100 possible for the class, you got 0.4 of those points. Let's go ahead and pretend that we're in week 8 of the class and that you have so far earned hundreds on all the quizzes except for quiz 2. We're going to scroll down here and look at lab 1. You can see that there are entries for all the hands-ons and also for the greater projects, the capstone projects. So as you put in your scores, we'll just pretend that you got 100 on everything for chapter 3. You'll see that there were no points possible. It was too easy an assignment. We didn't give points for those. For the hands-on 1 and 2 projects, for hands-on 3 and 4, there was 0.5% possible out of the 100% possible for the class. And since you got 100%, you earned the 0.5 of the 0.5 points possible. Let's say that you got an 80% on the hands-on, all the other hands-on projects. You put those in, and you'll see that that's saying that you earned 0.4 of the 0.5 points possible. Let's also say that you earned 100% on your greater projects. You can see that there was 0.5 percentage points possible for capstone 1, and since you got 100%, you earned 0.5% of the total grade. Let's go down to lab 2. Let's put in hundreds for everything. And let's pretend, though, that you had a little trouble with the capstone for chapter 5 so that you only earned a 75%. You can see that of the 0.5 points that were possible, you earned 0.375 of the points that were possible, and that's out of 100% possible for the class. Again, you went ahead and earned 100%. You have earned 1 of the 1% possible. Let's just go ahead and fill in hundreds here. Pretend that by now you've figured out how to do well in school. You're going to put in all of your hundreds as such. And you'll say, well, this is all the further I've got. I don't have any points to input. I haven't turned in lab fine. That's fine. You just want to find out what your score is right now. Let's say you also took test 1. Let's say that you scored 78% on test 1. Test 1 is worth 20% of your overall score. So in this case, since you got a 78% on that test, you earned 78% of the 20 possible points. You earned 15.6 out of the 20 points possible. So right now, you have achieved 34.475 out of the 100% possible. So if you don't do anything else for the class, you're going to flunk. What you probably want to also see is, well, of the points that have been offered so far, how am I doing? Well, in that case, you want to go to sheet 2. You're through week 7. You're 100% through week 7. It says, well, out of the 100% possible for the class, 38.875 of the points were offered, and so far you have earned 87.4% of those 38.875, and your grade at that point, based on our syllabus, would be a B. So far as of the end of week 7, if you assume the scores that we put in on sheet 1, your grade so far is a B. Now, if you want to figure out what you need to get, or points you need to earn on your assignments and tests in order to get a certain grade in the class, you can start to go down and fill in, just say you get 100 on all the assignments, and then you start to fiddle with your test scores. And you can say, well, if I get a 75% and a 75%. In this case, if all you do is take 2 tests and earn C's on them, you're still going to be sitting at around a 65. You still need to do some homework. But if you come down and you say, well, I'm just going to start these Excel activities, and I'm just going to get hundreds on those, at that point you will have earned 67.45. If you come down and do all of Lab 6, and you get 100% on it, you will have earned a 70.475. So at that point you would not need to do any more of the labs if you are willing to settle for a C. Another thing you may do is say, well, what if I take all the tests but then I score an 80 on the final? How does that work? This calculator will account for your lowest score. It will remove that. It also removes your 2 lowest scores in the quizzes, which are, as you'll note, on the syllabus. If you have any questions, see your instructor. Oh, don't forget that there's, let's say you also do the SAP activity and you get 100% on that. This will show you very quickly your possible scores. If you have questions, see your instructor. Have a good day.